Hey there, and welcome to another exciting episode. Today we're turning up the heat, and quite literally. When you've got these Buddy and Dyna Glow heaters keeping your space warm, some of the precious heat tends to rise and vanish into thin air. But don't worry, I've got a fantastic hack to supercharge your heaters and spread that warm. So some Buddy heaters or the Mr. heaters, they come with an integrated fan like this particular one. So we look at this, there's a fan, it has an on and off switch here, and I'll turn it off, and then I can turn it around. Okay, so this is the battery section where you add the batteries, but also it has a you can add an adapter with which would supply a 6 volts DC source. And for those heaters that didn't come with fans, fear not. We have a solution that will warm your space. So I'll be showing you what you can do with heaters like these. These are the Mr. Heater, the portable Buddy, or the Dyna Glow heater. We have a plan. Right, so this is the solution that we have. This is a heat powered stove fan, and it can handle temperatures up to 650 degrees Fahrenheit or 345 degrees Celsius, and it has a solid base, but we want to take it further. Now this is a Dyna Glow heater and it has a nice flat base, but we want to create a broader base for the fan to sit on to ensure that it is super stable. So this is the solution. This is a paint grill that you could get from Lowe's or Home Depot, and you will just attach it here to the handle. Okay, now I said this base is pretty sturdy. The guard is providing that base, and so I really don't have to go out of the way to hook it onto the handle as much. And then the fan is placed on the base as shown here, right? So this is how we will carry out the plan. Now let's dive a little into the science here. This fan does something incredible. It transforms thermal energy from the base into rotational kinetic energy. How, you ask? It's all about having one side hot and the other side cooler, creating a temperature difference. This, my friends, is known as the Seebeck Effect. This temperature difference generates a voltage that powers the fan's motor. But we're not done yet. You can also include a stovetop thermometer as the one that is shown here, and this will help us to find those hot spots and make sure our fan's location doesn't exceed that 650 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's fire up the heater and see this hack in action. And there you have it. The fan is up and running, blowing that warm air forward and spreading the heat like never before. It's a game changer for sure. So just want to show you that their platforms, the paint grill large enough to fit the smaller heaters. You'll have to do a little bit more securing to the handle, but this is to show you that it also could work with those smaller one panel heaters. I would like to note that in this demonstration that I've shown, the settings were on low. So certainly with the higher settings, that would be more heat, more energy, that would increase the rotational energy of the fan. That's a wrap for today's video. I hope you found this hack as exciting as I did. If you did, hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop for more awesome tips and hacks. Until next time, happy gardening and stay warm.